Hello everybody, I'm a little bit crooked there. Okay, that's good. I am going on and making a cute little Magnolia design sign tonight that I showed you last night. And see what I'm doing here? There we go. Hey, Suzanne and Jane. And Shar. My glasses are dirty. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. Thank you for the star, Shar. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Doris. We're going to get started here. I've already stained my board, and I used Jacobine stain. And I just love this color of stain. It is kind of a darker color, but I want to use white chalk paste with this sign. I think it'll pop on this dark board here. This is just a piece of board that we had cut out for a sign, and I had another one picked out, and we ran to the shop this afternoon, and for just a few minutes.
We drove.
Yeah, we drove. I guess we drove. And I had a board laying there that I wanted to use.
You drove.
And walked off and forgot it. But let me show you what that pyro pen last night did.
Hey, Cindy. Marquita.
That is the pyro pen that I used. And I probably could get it even darker if I used a heat gun, but I just had my blow dryer, and my cheap blow dryer at that.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Lisa. Okay, this is a stencil that we're going to use, and it will just fit this, and we're going to put some embellishments on it. And I did not bring home my fuzzing mat, so we're just going to have to use my shirt.
Hey, Pam and Miss Marcella.
I'm just going to fuzz it up on my shirt. Hey, Brandy and Crystal.
Charlotte and Phyllis.
Hey, Pam. This is a brand new stencil. I've never used it.
You can say this is a brand new shirt.
Nope, it's it's a fairly new shirt.
Hey, Glenda.
Uh-oh. I guess I should have checked my...
Need some water?
Yeah, I need some water. I should have checked my chalk paste before I got it. It's a little bit stiff.
It's not paste, it's just chalk.
Yeah, but it's a little chalky. I haven't used this white one. I grabbed this one because it was on top. Let me stir it just really quick. And get it back to the right consistency.
I didn't put that much in there.
I don't need but a drop or two.
Okay.
Let me just stir this up. So if your chalk paste gets a little hard, it's easy to reconstitute.
Thanks for the stars, Ellen. Appreciate that.
I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to keep it stirring.
And Suzanne, thank you for the stars as well.
I'm just using the end of a paint stick here or a paintbrush.
Hey, Martha.
To mix it up because my spatula's at the shop.
Hey, Brian, we're doing well.
We're doing good.
Good evening, Sherry.
Every day gets a little easier.
Lindsay Kopek, hey.
Hey, Lindsay. Okay, I'm just going to sit here to stir this up really good.
Hey, Carolyn.
I guess I need to go through all my chalk since I haven't been doing anything in the last month.
Well, you've been doing
Thank
plenty.
you, Shar.
You've been taking care of me.
Well, I mean, I haven't been crafting this last month.
That's true.
Not a whole lot. But when I get in the shop, I will be crafting a whole lot more. No, hey, Michelle. No more having to worry about anything else but just to craft. Okay.
You don't have to worry about running to town. You can just run across the yard.
That's right. Had a hair there. Okay, I've got this pretty fuzzed up. Maybe a little too much, but that's all right.
Hey, Edith.
I'm going to try to leave the same amount at top and bottom and kind of center this up just a little bit.
Hey, Stephanie.
And I got something right behind that R. A little piece of hard paint.
No, the weather was bad and the she shed didn't make it.
No, the driver couldn't get a permit for a wide load.
Because of the weather.
Because of the weather. He tried, though. But hopefully, tomorrow's supposed to be pretty bad here.
Hey, Joe Burns.
And hopefully we can get to the shop tomorrow and cut out those orders that we got in last night.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, Lisa wasn't actually hacked. Somebody cloned her account.
Yeah. I guess they decided my picture was pretty good to use.
I gotta agree with that. Hey, Michelle.
Thank you, Brian. Anyway, I'm just using a little bit of chalk paste. It doesn't take a whole lot.
Hope you and Paul are staying warm there in northern Illinois.
And you don't have to use a whole lot of it.
Stephanie, we are in northeast Oklahoma and it is nowhere near 70.
Nope. And I'm just start at the top and working my way down.
Richard and Sherry Davis say hi.
And this is going to be a quick video tonight. These signs are so quick, it doesn't take long to do them.
Oh, thanks, Lindsay. I miss it. I miss it when Lisa and I don't do these together. Hey, Diana. Hey, Francis. Yeah, they offered everybody but us $1,000.
Yeah. Every time I clicked on the pictures that people were sending me or the links to it, it kept going back to my own page. And the only thing I kept noticing is that the people who cloned it can't spell crafting. And I'm pretty sure it's the same people who did this to Emily Dillman of the Burlap Kitchen. They cloned her as well.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Stacy. Oh, thank you. Hope you're staying warm up there in Delaware.
It was cold here today. Our front porch was, or our steps was pretty icy.
Hey, Carol.
It's a little chalky still, but it's going to work. And it doesn't take a whole lot of this paint at all. I mean, I'm using very little.
Oh, thanks, Glenda. Tell Jean I said hey.
And I start out with very little. That way I don't have to scrape a whole lot off.
Very little waste.
Yeah, very little waste. Easy way to make a good present fast. Because you can chalk just about on anything. I'm going to go ahead and close this up.
Oh, Yvonne.
39 days until, oh, I know.
From your mouth to God's ear.
See, it's still pretty sticky.
Yep, roads in Muskogee are slick. I'm glad I have a telehealth appointment instead of having to drive to Muskogee.
Go there and set that across that sink and just run some water over it. Put it chalk side down. Okay, whoop. Well, that was good. I just now scraped a big old scrape across it. Got my finger right across it. Anyway, there is our cute little sign. I think it looks really good. And I managed to turn this around so you can see it right. Oh, Stacy, you can go back and watch it. It did look a little better this year than last year. I think we're going to call her Betsy. Okay, let me get my blow dryer here and let's dry this. Oh, that's neat, Stacy. And what I'll do is I'll spray some spray sealer over this when it gets a little warmer. And I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to sand these edges and kind of give it a little bit of a distressed look. Kind of not sand too much of it off, but enough. Sanding off some of that stain. I can see it here. I don't have a bigger piece of sandpaper. I'm not sanding a whole lot, just a little bit.
Just to stress it a little bit.
Just a little.
Thought you'd be just stressed enough just being married to me.
Oh yeah. We'll take this diaper wipe and just wipe off some of the dust here. Now I didn't do a whole lot to the edges, just a little bit here and there. You can
Rose wants to know what sealer you usually use.
I usually just get
Johnson paste.
no, not for these. I don't put paste over paste.
Oh, the polyurethane spray.
It's a polyurethane spray, and it's from Minwax, and it's in a silver can. Is the one I use because it says it's non-yellowing. There's that, and I didn't do a whole lot of sanding, just a little bit on the edges. And I'm going to use just some twine to wrap around the top and bottom. There's my sanding block. We'll wrap some twine around the top and bottom. Let me get it out here. And I don't think I plugged in my hot glue gun, did I?
It doesn't look like it.
I got my cord kind of twisted here a little bit.
Is this it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're going to have to let that set for just a second. Hey, Sarah and Cindy.
There we go.
So I'm going to take just a little bit of this twine. This is kind of a... Got this at Walmart. Just a small bundle here, and I dropped it. That's why it's hanging out here.
And don't forget, if you want to be entered into our monthly drawing, you have to comment. You can't just lurk in the shadows.
Yep, you got to comment. That way we can scroll and hit your name.
Completely random.
Okay. My glue gun's still not good and hot, so I'm going to go ahead and just start wrapping, and I'll get the end glued down when we get it good and hot.
Everybody be sure and tune in. Lisa's going to rap.
Wrap?
I've never heard you rap.
And you probably never will. I'm going to go around this 5 or 6 times.
Shelly Boyce wants to know, what do you use to hang your signs?
I tell you what, I've gotten to where I don't use the sawtooth hangers. Reason being, they're expensive. And I got to where I started buying 2 small wood screws, and I think it's a 18 gauge wire. It's called Magnolia Design Paste. I'll put a link in the comments, that way you can go look at it.
Hey, Sarah Mixon.
It's the paste and the stencil. Where is my scissors? I just had, there they are.
Indeed.
We'll go ahead and tie this in a knot.
You have a link to all your Magnolia stuff in your thing, don't you?
No, I didn't put a link in here, but I'll go back and put a link in the comments. I'm just going to tie that, and we'll...
I'm speaking out of turn.
Glue it. Now, the stain is called Jacobean. It's one that I've used quite a bit of when I make signs. I think it's just a really pretty, rich color.
That's true, Valerie. That's true.
What's that?
Sometimes it's fun to lurk in the shadows, especially if you're doing something.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get my fuzz off right here. Anyway, I think that's all really going to do to it. I think it's just a really cute and simple sign. But what I was saying, I usually take 2 screws, and I'll put 2 screws. If this was the top, about 1 inch down and about 2.5 inches apart. And I screw them down, and then I take an 18 gauge wire, and I just go around it a couple times, and then I twist the wire around to hook it into the wire. That way, they can hook it really easy.
Don't you have those little flowers about like that big?
Yeah, but they're not here.
Oh. I was thinking one of those that look kind of cute just up in the corner.
Now I made this flower the other night.
Well, that's true. You know, that doesn't look bad on that.
In our crafting group. And if you're not part of our crafting group, we have a subscription group and it's still open. It's $18 a month, and this is something we made the other night. This one's a little bit big for this, but...
It is a little bit big.
It's a little lacy flower. Or I could put it off to the side here.
That's not bad. You don't want it to cover your words.
Yeah. But anyway, that is all we've got for tonight. Something quick, easy, and simple.
And she seals it with the Minwax polyurethane in
Spray.
the spray.
Right.
Yeah, spray, aerosol spray in the silver can.
Right. Now, when I do regular acrylic signs or regular, like Waverly chalk paste, I'll go ahead and put a paste wax over it. But this, I go ahead and just spray them. It just looks better.
Yes, you do, Marcella. And then you need to show us what you've made.
Yep, you do, Marcella. I know you've got some. Anyway, Jeff needs to go ahead and pick up 4 names. And we are going to put in our giveaway box for the end of February. It's coming up pretty soon.
Not soon enough. It's cold. All right, the first name is...
Up here.
There goes my phone.
You're shaking the table.
Sorry. Phyllis Nelson. Phyllis Nelson. And the second name is Kathy Roach Oberst.
Okay.
KathyRoachOberst.
What's the last name?
Oberst.
E-R-S-T. Okay, that's what I thought. And 2 more.
Sharon Cup.
I asked for prayers for my son Brent. He had been hurt. Well, last Thursday morning he went to meet his... Oh, I'm so sorry, Gladys. I'm so sorry for your loss. We'll be praying for comfort for you and your family for sure. Okay, 2 more.
Sharon Cup. Cuppsharon.
And last one.
And the last one is Marcella Simmons.
Marcella. We got the 4 names, and
Hey,
we're going to put those in our container. I do too, Marcella, and I haven't used it yet.
Pat wants to know what your crafting group is called.
It is called
Crafting Tribe.
Brown Eye Girls Crafting Tribe, and it's $18 a month. And after this month, it will go up. And I can send you a PayPal link if you send me a message. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackie. Me too, Marcella. And it looks so easy when they do it. Mine has sat over under my coffee table on my little shelf for 6 months now.
Since day one.
Yeah, since day one. Yes, she does, doesn't she, Lisa? Anyway, guys, that is what we've got for tonight. Like I said, it's going to be a short video, but, you know, it took us, what, 10 minutes to make a really cute sign. It took me probably 5 minutes to stain it, and then I let it dry. And this little words have never been more true for me than this month.
Mm-hmm.
I would put some outdoor polyurethane on it for sure. If you're going to put the bunnies outside. Polyurethane, some really heavy, good polyurethane would do it. Anyway, you guys have a great evening, and I've got to get caught up on my painting lessons from Shar. I haven't been able to do any of them here in the last couple of weeks. And I need to go back and watch some reruns and get caught up on my lessons. But you guys... Yeah.
I was just going to say, don't forget to pray for one another.
Right, and don't forget to pray for one another, too.
Hey, Diane.
But please keep Gladys in your prayers after losing her son. I know that's... I haven't lost a child, but losing a brother, it's been hard.
Yeah.
Parents, it's not easy. Even when we know where they're going, it doesn't mean you're not going to miss them here on earth. Hey, Candy. Anyway, thank you, PD. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow night at 8:30. And keep Shar in your prayers, too. Thank you, Francis. But you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.